I've seen Tasty do intros before for podcasts. So
oh yeah, you guys cold open?
We don't do those. We never do those. We've always just like not introduced anybody.
I don't know if it's like a positive thing for the metrics. I just do it because it feels right, you know.
Yeah,
it does.
You want to introduce someone?
Yeah.
That was the tiniest sip in the world.
It's cold. I have sensitive teeth, man. I use Sensodyne.
I actually do too. So you don't even have that excuse here.
Yeah,
this is blistering cold, and I still did it.
Are you trying to? Is this like a dominance thing you're trying to prove before the podcast starts? You just want me to be on the back
No, it already started.
Oh shit! Oh, what's up, guys?
You're technically looking at the timestamp.
Is the first thing in this podcast?
What are you looking up all the way up there for?
Yeah, he's looking at the timestamp.
For what?
They don't see that.
You have a fucking monitor on your ceiling in the like top right.
Yeah, what's up there?
What are you looking at up there?
Oh, you guys are talking to me? That's my alt on gem crabs. I got a big TV up.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Is your shit just like some Iron Man room thing where it's like you got screens popping out all over the room? That's so
awesome.
cool.
It is,
I can't
but
afford that.
Yeah.
Dude, come on. I've seen your
afford
sponsor
$1.
offers. I know what you make, brother. You guys are both richer than me. What's the
coolest sponsor offer you've seen of mine that like monetarily?
So Raid Shadow Legends 3 years ago gave you 25,000 for
classic
for a video. That was pretty good, man.
Did they?
That's more than I make in a year.
Oh yeah, 25,000 is pretty average for me. Yeah. they get all that made back.
Well, I just believe that. I've known him like half my life, and I just believe that he wouldn't have told me that.
Yeah, Raid Shadow Legends pays a lot. That's like a believable amount to pay Jimmy.
25,000. I don't know, dude. I've never seen a $25,000 paycheck for anything. So I need to start begging them for more. Yeah, what? He's a millionaire, isn't he?
He is. Yeah, he is. He got his first, I think it was 50 grand from Raid Shadow Legends, dumped it all in NVIDIA stock. And now that's why he only makes videos when Raid Shadow Legends comes back. Or when he wants. That's what I meant to say is when he wants.
Well, that's basically it. Yeah. Dude, a lot of people have been wondering, by the way, what was your first assault like when you like assaulted somebody?
My first assault?
We're doing this before the intro, by the way.
Yeah.
I actually do have a story about this one. And I would like to start off by saying, I don't know if this counts because I was technically the victim in this one.
We'll see how we spin it.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, okay. I'll give you the story. So this is in high school. And fights at my high school were not super common. Everyone was like generally pretty chill with each other. There was this one kid, and I'm going to say his name was Canyon because that was his name. That was his real name. And
that's a good reason.
Yeah. I figured otherwise I'd get confused. No, dude, Canyon, he was a good guy. He was troubled. You know, he was in like different classes and stuff. And there's this one day, he was kind of like my neighbor. He lived close by, so I had seen him in my neighborhood and stuff like that. And he comes up to me and my friends at lunch, and he's like, mind you, we're 16 at this point. We're like children. This dude, 6'4", 280, big kid.
Football guy.
Yeah, I don't think they let him on the football team because he had like anger issues and stuff.
Perfect.
Yeah, you don't want those.
That's actually exactly where you want him, technically, just not in.
That's a good point.
If you teach them to channel it into being a linebacker, you could do that.
That's what a good coach does.
Keep going though. Sorry,
again, he was
linebackers.
He was in different classes, so like I think there are other reasons he wasn't on the football team. But he comes up and he stands behind us. He doesn't say anything. Okay, he's just like he just stands there looking kind of mad. And like we all kind of look over at him. We're like, "What's up, man?" And then he just and he walks away. And we're like,
"Okay,
all right, a little strange."
You didn't like that. I wouldn't have liked that.
It was a weird vibe, and I clocked it. And my lizard brain was like, "That was a weird thing to do to somebody." And then he comes up again like a minute later. He like walks away and then just turns right back around and comes back. And then he like taps me on the shoulder, and I turn around. I'm like, "What's up, Canyon?" And he mumbles something. I don't know what he says. He's like, "Gay?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, we're all gay, dude. Bunch of homos here." You know, this was what I said too. We were in high school again. I don't use such language anymore.
No,
yeah, I do.
You wouldn't.
But this time, dude, his face has changed. And he's a real frown on him. And I was like, like, are you good, dude? And my friend Sebastian, he was just kind of trying to diffuse the situation because no one knew what was going on. It was just weird, just this weird aggression, nonverbal aggression coming up. And he's like, yeah, chill. It's okay. So Canyon, again, he turns around, he walks away. And then it's quiet for like 5 minutes. And I'm facing away from him. We're standing in a circle as you do at lunchtime. And I see Sebastian. He's opposite me facing Canyon. And we're talking to each other. And his eyes flick over my shoulder. And he goes, whoa, 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 whoa. And then I got fucking tackled to the ground by this giant linebacker kid. Huge kid, dude. And I think he went easy on me because he kind of like picked me up and then just put me down a little bit. I was on the ground, but he did put me down.
Yeah.
And then everybody freaked out, started running over, pulling him off. And then he just kind of like ran away, like a little Naruto run. You guys ever
Very
see
cool. A lot of dorks in my school. I was not one of them. Did that Naruto run. And they were the slowest kids on the field. But keep going. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he had a lot of mass. He wasn't particularly fast either. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? The school security guards like rush over, grab him. They rush over and grab me. They take both of us to the office. And I'm like, why the fuck am I in trouble right now? Like, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, it's actually kind of a sad ending. I felt bad about this one. What was happening is he was being like messed with by some other kids, the popular kids, if you will, which I was totally a popular kid, just not part
of the group that he was.
Yeah. Not that
different
group.
Popular group.
They were messing them, and they're like, "Hey, dude, like this kid's calling you gay right now. Like they're all calling you gay." And no one was doing that, obviously, but they were just like making that up to mess with them. And he's like, "Who did that? Who did that?" And they just happened to point. They didn't like. It wasn't at me. It wasn't targeted. They just pointed in my direction.
He just took a general point,
and he thought it was me. Is what he thought.
Dude.
Yeah.
And so like we go to the office and like we're sitting in just these chairs next to each other. Like no one's even in there. No one's like watching us or guarding us. They just put us in this office. He's like, what the fuck you call me gay for? Like I was like, dude, what are you talking about? Like I didn't know this had happened yet. I was like, what are you talking about? You called me gay. You came up and you said gay. Like why? I don't understand what's going on. He's like, you didn't call me gay? And I was like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, dude. Like, I didn't mean to do that. And I was like, oh, like it's chill, man. Dude, we shook it out right then and there. I learned what happened after. And to this day, we are friends on Facebook.
Really?
Uh-huh.
So not very high level friends then.
No, I haven't talked to him since that happened. No, not a single word, dude.
Yeah, that's how that's actually pretty high up there in terms of communication and intimacy for a Facebook friend.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like pretty good. I think a lot of people on Facebook that I have are people that I saw in passing in like middle school that like I do not care about. I'll be honest. Like I do not care about their life or what they're doing. We didn't care about each other then, and I definitely don't care about each other now. Sort of.
You cared enough to add them on Facebook
because it was cool to add people on Facebook back then. It was like you wanted the most Facebook friends. You wanted to like the most pages for some reason. That was like what it was at the time. And
it's
I don't know
a social currency. Yeah. When I got my first cell phone, the cool thing was to have a lot of people in your contacts list.
Yeah.
And so
dude,
my friend had more people in his contacts list. So one night I came home from school and I just made up a bunch of people. I put them in my contacts list.
That's really smart.
I came back the next day, dude, dropped my nuts on the table, flex on them. So that was a huge victory for me. Anyway, I digress. If you guys can't tell by my general demeanor, that's the only fight I've ever been in physically.
Nice, dude.
You're a big dude, though.
Sounds like you won, though.
You're a big dude. You are like 6'4" as well, are you not?
I'm 6'3". I'm a rather large person. Yeah. But I also just I feel like a lot of people that get in fights kind of do something to deserve to get in a fight. I was kind of like Switzerland. I was friends with everybody. I had no enemies. There was no real beef in my high school. So, and now I'm an adult, so I'm not going to go around. You know, if I get cut off in traffic, I do brandish a firearm typically at them, but that's not like
to be fair, that's just a warning.
Yeah.
The warning, that's fine. That's a different thing.
They just have to know who is in charge when it comes down to it.
What if they show you two firearms though? You back
then they
down?
win. Then they're in charge. Yeah,
absolutely.
That's how it's always
the
worked.
law of the jungle.
Yeah. Absolutely. Maybe we should introduce him, by the way.
Yeah, I was just looking over my intro here. Everyone, this is Tasty with a 7. It's nice to have you here.
Not anymore, right?
Well,
I think you got rid of that 7.
That's been my RuneScape name forever. 7 Nasty. That's what they call me.
7 Nasty. So you're Tasty with a 7. Do you say TastyLife? Is that something that you refer yourself to, or do you say Tasty at this point? Is the life like just there for a little like?
It's a government name. It's like my full name. People just call me Tasty. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So life is your last name then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. All right. You can get that changed. So you're a YouTuber with, it looks like you've got 56,000 subscribers here. That's pretty good. You're currently trying out podcasting. I saw you do this. I was on it. Very cool. You recently paid the CEO of Jagex upwards of 12,000 United States dollars for his recent appearance.
5,000.
Just 5? It was just 5,000. Okay.
That's our budget.
That's fair.
My sources do tend to get things wrong like that, but it was close.
They've gotten everything wrong so far.
We'll get to that. As a hobby, you collect RuneScape clips from other people, compile them into one big video every day so that you don't have to make your own and you make money off it.
Exactly correct. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only thing you've gotten right so far.
That's all I could dig up on you. So at least I got one thing right, it looks like.
You didn't try very hard.
I tried really hard, and to be honest,
you're not very good at trying, frankly.
All right, look, here's the thing. All right, this little podcast thing you're trying out. We literally stole your producer. We literally stole him, and he didn't give us any information on the guy he's a producer for. Okay, that's not on me at this point.
Be
but he did set up
he
did set up a lot of other stuff, though.
He set up a lot of other stuff. We'll see if we get to any of it.
Just not the intro, I guess.
Just not the intro. And I did my best. I did it.
Yeah.
You know,
did you guys do any work on this at all, or did you make him do all the work?
Okay, to be fair, the work I did.
all I've been doing is
the work
intro.
I did. I don't keep these. I have a drink fridge right there. I don't keep the Diet Cokes upstairs as of right now. So the work I did was walking downstairs to the big fridge, getting this Diet Coke and sitting back down. I would say that's more work than I've done for any of the other podcasts that we've done.
That's more work than I do on a Behemoth video. So yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. No, but we did steal your producer for sure. Yeah.
Good. Honestly, I'm glad, dude. He's gonna be the guy for RuneScape podcast.
I'm just glad that like a lot less pressure's on me if things go wrong. Like if I say something bad, if I say something that'll get me canceled, it's kind of on him at that point. Like he chose to show that to the public. Sort of
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's
whatever you say, you can't perceive
it. Yeah.
Yes.
That's how it always works.
I think it's always how it works.
Yeah.
By the way, we normally have another guy here. We normally have 8sat here, but he had a moral objection to being on the screen with you. He wouldn't say what it was.
He wouldn't elaborate at all.
Yeah. He said something about like he just doesn't like people that don't have hair. Something like that. Which is
weird because I think he's the next one to go. He's the next one to go bald.
I could see him going bald for sure. Absolutely. Even if it's the three of us at night shaving his head, that doesn't mean that he didn't go bald, even if it was through other means.
There's a lot of people in the RuneScape community that I think are holding on a little too hard, if you know what I mean.
Let's name some.
Mammal.
Really?
Look at that guy.
I'm gonna go pure spam on this one.
Yeah, but that's kind of like his whole vibe.
Set of hair, dude.
You know, he's got long hair. He's like a vegan.
You think he's a long hair guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
If Pure Spam was born in the US, he would be on Newport Beach right now surfing. Like that's how I feel he is. Yeah. That's the US equivalent of Pure Spam. And I feel really bad that he is in the wrong part of the world, born in the wrong part of the world, because that's a way cooler vibe. Because he does everything a surfer does. He's like he's constantly high. I'm pretty sure.
So much weed, dude. Yeah.
I think he smokes a lot of weed, which is like a surfer thing in California.
It's true.
His hair is just like what every surfer dreams of having. Maybe a hairline that's a little farther up, but that just comes with the being alive. Just happens. It wasn't always like that, I bet. And you know what else?
When I met him for the first time, he was wearing a tie-dye shirt.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so he's a surfer.
To be
He's a
fair,
surfer guy.
he doesn't even wear them often, but I would still say that is like pretty much like him to a T. Is that like he's like the type of guy that you're like, this guy definitely had a major drug problem in his early 20s and he sorted it out, but he still does the occasional like bit of weed.
Kevin, I'm so sorry if this is weird, but is your tongue blue?
Yeah.
Is that from the Diet Coke?
Yeah, I got a weird one.
Dude,
I got a weird one, bro.
You should keep drinking that.
Yeah.
Why? That's crazy that it's
I think there's a little rust on the cap, but like I'm good.
Yeah, it's nothing.
I'll just keep going.
It's nothing that's going to kill you in the next 2 hours.
I had a dude. You saw it from this?
Yeah.
You saw it, dude, like hidden?
I noticed it too. I wasn't going to say anything because I thought
I didn't even notice it. I had a blue Jolly Rancher before this started, but it's 0 sugar.
Damn, it did that much damage to you,
yeah.
dude?
It was
Holy
one.
shit.
Those things are filled with blue too. That's it's what they're made of is blue sugar. You
don't think that's a naturally occurring thing in the wild? The blue?
I mean, they got it from somewhere.
Yeah. That's a good point. They did get it from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to talk about this, and by I want to talk about, I mean your producer wants me to talk about this.
There you go.
You're already shifting responsibility. Is this going to be a mean question?
Look, I told everybody this podcast is getting a big overhaul, and a lot of that comes down to we're doing less work here. So which means less brain power, and then it's shifted onto somebody else, and I like that. Here's the first part of that. We're going to talk about you dying on your hardcore account. I guess I should have phrased that a little differently at the start.
We're going to talk about you dying in real life for the next 3 years.
Your incoming.
We're planning
death. So you were in a group hardcore Iron Man. It's called the Big Dawgs, I believe, according to the title of this section here.
Correct.
And you died. I actually did see this clip. You died in the Stronghold of Security. You misclicked on like a shade or something.
Yeah,
and you cost
very
somebody.
Impossible to do, by the way. It's insanely impossible to fuck that up, and you did.
He did
I'm pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good at fucking things up.
Because did you right click and then do it because you were trying to get to the door?
Well, first of all, now that you guys have a producer, check this out. Yo, Tits, play the clip of me dying on the group hardcore. Ooh-wee. He said this was stressful. It's only stressful because of the environment, dude. Everyone's yelling. By everyone, I mean, oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Wait, I only have 7K.
Hey guys, I got bad news.
What's wrong?
Oh my god!
All right, we're starting again.
And then he's gonna play it.
Oh, he just does it.
And then
did a clip just play? Did a clip actually just play when you said that?
A clip just played. Yeah.
Okay, that's big. That's pretty big.
That's the
pretty
context. If you can see what happened in that clip right there, I moused over the door. I looked to go read my Twitch chat, and as I am reading the Twitch chat, a shade wanders under my mouse, and I click, thinking that it would be free. And look, I've taken a lot of flack from this. I understand. I'm a Grandmaster in RuneScape. How is a Grandmaster dying like that?
I thought you paid for half of those CAs though.
Well, not in like money. Coxie helped me out with a little bit, but like that's a whole different thing. I do have a starting question. Either you guys, Grandmaster RuneScape? Anybody in here?
Kevin was for a little bit, right?
What do you mean was?
You Grandmaster?
Still am.
Or you still are?
I still am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did the Mad Angel achievements?
I'm probably like 4 tasks away from it.
That's like asking me if I took a poop today. If maybe I haven't, but it's as easy as walking to the toilet. The Grandmaster achievements are not. That's not what defines it. So
you're not a Grandmaster right now.
Look, if we're splitting hairs, no.
Didn't think
Absolutely not. No.
Wait, why? What have you not done?
Are you?
Yes.
So you're just more of like a kind of like a dork that has to get shit done right away just to kind of have like the achievement.
You did all the Grandmaster things that came out like a day ago or something?
Yeah, it was like a day ago.
No, I lied. I didn't do that.
Okay. Well, there you go. So I respect you a little bit more now.
Right. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, anyway, Kevin, you can be counted, Mr. Kevin Framed in the Grandmaster troop. What I strongly believe, and I have held close to my heart for a long time, this has been a consistent opinion of mine, is that with unlocking Grandmaster, I have also unlocked the right to be bad at RuneScape. I can be shitty whenever I want because I'm better than you. And you can't change that.
So
Yeah.
I thought you
I
just
would
say
shave
that
if I
because
want.
you're 6'4" and like 240 pounds or something, like muscle.
I've actually been on a diet recently, guys. I at DMM, when you guys saw me last, I was 251 pounds. I'm now 228 pounds. I'm over 20 pounds down, fellas. So I'm going to be shredded.
You doing that at like a Ozempic thing or whatever?
No, I'm actually not taking any peptides, which is apparently it's a pretty popular thing right now.
Very popular, yeah.
I can't go anywhere without seeing it.
Yeah, I've been doing what I like to call a controlled eating disorder. I've just been starving myself and lifting a lot of weights. And
I get that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does that ever get like? Well, yeah, it definitely works. Do you feel happy doing it, or does it kind of like getting through misery every day until you see results you want?
No, it's misery every day, but can't remember the last time I was happy. So at least I'm not fat.
Yeah.
So true, dude. A lot of people need that mindset, man. I think a lot of people could learn from that. I think I mean, it goes back to you being a grandmaster. That fucking sucked, I bet, getting that. And you still did it. Just to not be happy at the end.
Actually, most of that was not that fun. Most of those achievements are really not that fun.
Yeah.
But it feels good. Have you guys heard of
both?
Have you guys heard of the types of fun? There's like type 1, 2, and 3 fun.
I think you're thinking of diabetes.
There's no type 3 diabetes. Well, there might be with Ozempic nowadays.
No, it's coming out.
Well,
okay. Just working hard on that.
Type 1 fun is it's fun while you're doing it, and it's fun afterwards when you think about it. Type 2 fun, it's not that fun when you're doing it. But then afterwards, remembering it, you're like, you know what? That was a good time. That was worth it.
Yes.
And then type 3 fun is it's not that fun during it. And then you look back and it's also still not that fun. That's Grandmaster is type 3.
Okay.
So I would just classify that as not fun then.
No, it's type 3 fun. It's different.
Type 3 fun.
Yeah. If it's not fun, then it's just never fun.
So whoever labeled the classifications of fun just didn't do a good job, because that's not really what I would consider to be fun. But I get what you're trying to say.
I don't make
that being said,
I just work here.
Do you ever just see those people that like are just doing like some insane shit? Like let's just take like Wydeka, for example.
Oh yeah. Like a Wydeka type.
Yeah, like he did like the impossible Vardorvis thing. Tits, play that clip. Look at
that. Impossible thing, dude. Yeah. Find it.
Yeah,
that's quite vague. You got to give them a little more than that.
There's now a 15-minute gap.
I'm going to explain
it.
They already have the context. Now I'm explaining it to you. Basically, it is hard mode Vardorvis, but made like impossible. Where it's like you have to prayer flick nonstop. You only have like one tick of clearance between everything. It's just an insane challenge. And like he made a whole 20-minute video on it or whatever of him going through the process. You're like, this is like batshit insane. It's like something like a Zero Prey Coliseum-esque challenge where it's like no one's doing this except you. He did that whole thing, and he was like, that was a lot of fun. I'm like, you didn't have fun even once during that, because it just looked insane.
No, and at that level of RuneScape, it's not about fun. That level of anything, like the way that I've always thought about it is that there's kind of like a spectrum, very closely aligned with the autism spectrum, but this is a different one. On the far left side, I don't know if my camera's mirrored, fuck you guys. The far left side, it's like having fun. You can turn the slider all the way to the fun side. And on the other side, there's being good. And so you decide where to put that slider. The more good you are, the less fun that you have in something. Yes. This is easily observable in Counter-Strike, for example. Any other competitive game. Yeah. And I don't know what it is about those top RuneScape players. Maybe their neurons are just so fried that they don't really remember what fun is. But
no, you already said it. They're just like probably autistic.
Yeah,
and that's okay.
I got tickled by it. You guys take the autism test?
No, but I'm willing to bet, because I think everyone has a little bit of it, but like in some way. That's the thing I've heard said over and over, and that's just something I'm willing to believe.
Yeah.
No, I won't push further on that. I just now believe it.
I would love to push further on this, but I'm not going to, because it's going to just. We got a new producer. I don't want to get in trouble this early. So
yeah, it's okay though. It would be his fault as everyone.
Well. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
He's heard far worse.
Yeah. Well, I know. He's already said far worse.
Yeah.
So he's
He came up with a lot of new words for you.
Yeah.
Colorful words.
He's creative, isn't
he? He is. Yeah. He's a good guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, so we kind of like, sorry, we kind of got a little crazy here. I was still talking about you dying on this group hardcore Iron Man thing.
Oh yeah.
But walk me through it, because for one thing, let me make this clear. I'm not mad at you for doing that. I'm not even like embarrassed for you or anything. Like I didn't even get secondhand embarrassment watching that. I'll be honest with you. I'm like, that's just a very simple human mistake.
Content creator. Yeah.
Yeah, I just sort of watched it and be like, oh, that sucks. Yeah, you know, everyone kind of has that little bit of a like, oh man, I hope because if it wasn't the shade, it could have been the next room over. When you're running from that last door, the very last door, those things can hit hard, dude. Those things can combo you out.
I just thought it was on
Life
brand.
is full of ifs. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think like as a content creator, that was probably the best thing that could have happened to you, I think.
Oh yeah. If I could go back and change that, I wouldn't. I mean, you think about it. What did we lose for some of the greatest content and most chat interaction I've had ever? Right. A couple bonds. That's pretty worth it.
You just restarted the group, right?
Yeah. We played, it was about 5 minutes of playtime. We just restarted our accounts.
Who's in this group of yours?
It's myself and Tpapa Slice, the Behe boys. And then we've got probably the most famous Australian dog VTuber, Brett Dog.
Brett Dog, nice.
Who, Jimmy, you may have met Brett Dog.
Framed. I've met him a few times. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah. Framed, have you met Brett Dog? I don't think so.
Yeah.
You have? Oh,
yeah,
Runfest. That's right. Yeah. Absolute sweetheart. Love that guy.
Yeah, very nice.
And then my uncle, who is a little bit down on his luck, he lives in my dad's garage right now. His name is Kerber. And so it's us four. We did a little 4-man.
You straight up have a group Iron Man with your uncle?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's like my age though. Oh. He's like a little bit older than me. Yeah.
I'm not going to ask how that works. Yeah.
No, I know how it works. I get it.
Their parents had them years apart. Is how that works, Jimmy.
Okay. Got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not that complex, actually.
Yeah, dude.
I remember. It's a pretty simple question.
I remember Brett Dog when I don't think it was the first time I met him, but it was one of the first. I think it was maybe the second was at the TwitchCon in Las Vegas in like 2023, I think it was. And he had traveled for so long that he barely got any sleep. And he's like trying to stay awake. And then I walk up, like I sit next to him and he just like got the last final burst of energy in his body. Like you could see it like appear. And he was just like, Jimmy, like, I'm such a big fan. Like, I'm so sorry that I'm like so tired. I'm like, you don't have to be sorry for being tired, Brett.
He says sorry for everything, man.
He says sorry. And he's like the biggest sweetheart in the world. And I was just like, I fucking love this guy. He's just like, I've never seen eyes like shine like that before. Like, and it made me feel so special and warm because he made that face at me. I was like,
he was that excited to meet you. Yeah,
I was so happy that like just seeing him for the first time like that was my first impression of him. Like I was like, well, now I'm not gonna forget who Brett Dog is. Like that's awesome. It was very cool.
I don't know how old Brett Dog is. I assume he's like around our age, but that going to Vegas, that was his first flight ever in his whole life.
Really?
It was 22 hours of flying to Las Vegas to meet everybody. That was his first ever flight.
That is the worst first flight to do. I'll give him that.
I mean, every other flight after that's going to be a breeze, more or less.
Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, when the first night I met him, dude, it was incredible. I walk in, he's got a gold 4 Loko in his hand. And we're setting up for like our big party that night, the classic TwitchCon parties. He shows up like an hour early, 2 gold 4 Lokos, puts one in the fridge, downs one, a full one, like 30 minutes before anyone even gets there, before it's even like scheduled to start. Dude, this guy is just hammered up. He's a beast. I love Brett Dog.
Was that his first 4 Loko, you think? Or?
Yeah, they don't have those in Australia, which is weird because I don't know if you guys have ever had one. That's like so Australian to me. That's a very Australian.
I don't know what's drink. Australian when it comes to that stuff. Like I don't know what would be
degenerate, gross alcohol is Australian.
Have you been to Australia before?
No, I have not.
Okay.
No
either.
plans,
It's very,
right?
Very far.
I
Very
got
far
some
away.
cousins over there. They're pretty cool, but they're not cool enough for me to go to Australia.
Yeah, I get that.
No, yeah.
You know, I don't want to like run into perp or something.
Well, because
Yeah.
you definitely don't want that. But yeah, I mean, it's an island of criminals. That's how it was born. It's literally just that's what all of them are descendants of criminals.
Yeah, I literally didn't even know if you were going to make the joke.
There were some people there first, but that's kind of a sensitive topic.
Yeah. Well, it's way less funny if we think about it that way. So.
Yeah, true.
That's my bad, guys. Shit, I'm sorry about that.
Every time Australia gets brought up, I debate saying that joke, but it's like the thing is, it's probably the most told joke. So
what, descendants of criminals?
Yeah, it's basically like the equivalent of someone saying like, yeah,
or is that just true?
It's well known. It's true, but it's like it's also funny to bring it up, kind of, or maybe not. But
it's the same. No, it's the same level of like funny as saying like, yeah, dude, like we fuck.
I already got you on this.
We broke apart from Britain. Like
no, I already
lost.
got you on this.
All right,
I got you on this. It's the same level of funny as somebody coming up to me in game and saying this isn't the Edgeville dungeon.
Yeah,
they think that it's original. That's the 10 millionth time I've heard that.
Yeah.
So
I still see it every day, and I'm not even you.
You still see that?
Yeah, I see people saying that whenever anything has to do with you. Like I'm sick of seeing it. I've been sick of seeing it for years.
Yeah,
I'm still. We're still seeing it.
You made your bed. You know, you got to line it. That's what we get for making 14 videos in a row of Edgeville Dungeon Men.
Yeah, here's the thing. If I could make only videos of that and the viewership stays high, I would be that fucking guy. I'd have no problem.
Yeah.
But I do feel as though there's a certain fatigue on it. So that's why I don't always do it. But people are like, you do it every other month. I'm like, I do it twice a year. And that's like if I'm having a crazy year. Like it's not that often.
That's a lot for you, dude.
Yeah, it's not that often. I don't know. See, there's these transitions that are written, but I don't know if we're gonna follow them. Because this one is basically just saying, speaking of projects where one person could embarrass the entire group, let's talk about BeheCast. I don't know if I like that.
We can talk about your BeheCast.
Our little up and coming podcast. Yeah.
I was on it.
Yeah, you were on it. Yeah.
Kevin followed Frames. Like most of my advice, I think.
I wasn't.
You did.
Look, I would now go on it. For the record.
Okay, you said like you previously wouldn't have.
No. Yes. To be fair, because like it just wasn't like I don't know. You weren't offering me enough money. $10,000 was not enough. You know what I mean?
Now that we're going to win the Golden Gnome and you guys aren't, would you be willing to come on for like a little bit of clout? We could give you some clout.
If you gave me the gnome, then yeah.
By the way, I'll chop off like the arm. You can have the arm. Yeah.
Speaking of, I'll take it. Speaking of which, because I've never won one. We discussed this last time. We were trying to find clips. I've never won one. But like we were trying to find clips of like to send in. Obviously, I'm sure you guys already did that too for like being nominated.
It's kind of a disaster because podcasts don't really clip that like that.
Yeah, they don't. It's like a 10-second clip. Like that's not how that works. First of all, we didn't really have anything that good. I think the funniest thing that we had was if you would re-roll your dick size, would you do it? And we'll ask you that question. Would you? That's what 8sec came up with. You wouldn't 3 times. So you're saying like your shit's perfect.
I like it. Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty happy with with mine too. But like every now and then there is like that whole thing. Like what if I could get like an extra like 1/4 of an inch? Like, would it be that much better?
Is that going to change anything meaningfully in your life, you think?
I don't know. Maybe for like, for me, but that's.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I'm.
I'm not worried
about that though.
5 inches with that extra 1/4. Is that?
Yeah. No, I finally hit 2. And that's rock
dude.
Hard.
Nice. Rock hard.
Nice, man.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of hard right now.
Dude, well, just thinking about being hard makes you hard.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's nice. But cool. Yeah, so I was like, checking with the J-Mod. I was like, I don't know if you're going to let this happen, but can we put this on there? And just, they're like, no, you can't. I was like, I don't have anything else to put. Yeah. So then Jamie makes this clip of me saying I don't even want a gnome. And by the way, the context of that was me being like, coping and being like, people want gnomes. I don't even want one anymore. I've lost so many times. I just don't even want one anymore.
Yeah, but then you said, and I included, that's what I want to say.
Yeah, but that's what people are going to get that from the 10 seconds. They're not going to read that deeply into it.
Yeah, but then we literally talk about how you would get one if you died. So that's funnier. That's the funny part.
Posthumous golden gnomes.
Well,
maybe I've wondered that. I've wondered if I would I get a blog post on the old school or like the old school RuneScape website? Yeah. Would I get a blog post? I would
leave a mean comment on the Reddit thread that they post about it, dude. That'd be
you
sick.
Would. So I died, and the first thing I got to be mean to this guy. Not that he's dead. That's your first thought?
Yeah, it'd be the most upvoted comment too, dude. It'd be crazy.
Yeah. Dude, cool. To be fair, if it's mean but it's funny, then it would be the most upvoted comment.
I think the most that my friends could honor me is if on a Reddit thread, if I died, they'd go on the Reddit thread and just say, "Thank God he's gone," because I'd get it. That'd be, I would get it. That's like what we say when we leave Discord calls, like when each other leave, like all of us, we all say it. Yeah, and I feel like that'd be like the greatest honor.
That is a good way to do it.
Like, that's an admirable send off.
Yeah, but have you ever wondered anything like that? Like, how long would it take for people to like forget me, and would I get some sort of like? Would I even get like a tweet or something? Or would it just be like, oh, he's just not uploading anymore? Why? Because he died. Oh, okay.
Oh, you would get a lot. You both of you guys, I think, would get.
You'd get like an NPC in game somewhere.
You didn't get an NPC. What do I say?
Or maybe I don't know.
You get an NPC in the Edgeville dungeon, dude. Your worst nightmare come true. You'd be in hell.
I'd be fine. No, I'd be fine with
Warriors, that. Kevin Framed.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what do I die of though? Is it just like just something sad?
There's unlimited things that you could die of.
It would be. You look like a young, healthy buck. You look pretty fit. It'd have to be some sort of accident,
A volcanic eruption, maybe.
Do you live near an active volcano?
At that point, though, I've said this before. You don't want to be the guy that dies in a mass tragedy. Tragedy. You don't want to be that guy. You want to be the guy that dies just like the one guy,
one at a time.
Yeah. You don't want to be the one of 500. People aren't talking about you if you're one of 500.
Yeah, and that's like really the most important.
They're including
thing, the mass tragedy is to be the most important person who died, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to make that cut if 500 people died.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now that you mentioned that, yesterday I went down like a very brief Mount St. Helens kind of like little rabbit hole. And like, I was like, oh, I wonder if they have like a list of just like all the people who died, which I'm sure they do. But like on the wiki of it, there's like 7 people mentioned that died in Mount St. Helens.
This is the thing that just happened the other day, right?
Mount St. Helens?
That was the 1980s.
That was 1980.
Yeah. Okay. So to be fair,
there's been a long
just
time.
Happened yesterday. Something just happened yesterday. I didn't know.
Oh, the flash flood in
Nepal? There was a flash flood.
Is it Nepal or Malaysia?
Nepal. It was Nepal. Yeah.
Okay, definitely not. Yeah, definitely not Mount St. Helens.
No, I know.
Yesterday.
I know it wasn't Mount St. Helens.
It did not erupt yesterday.
No. If it did, we would probably know about it.
Yeah, but I was just like, man, that really sucks. Like, there's like, this is like the biggest, natural. I don't even know what they called it. I don't know how it's classified. Basically, it was like the biggest eruption on U.S. soil, like in forever, like fucking ever. And it was like, I think it was like 57 or 60 people died during it, and only like 7 of them made the wiki.
Yeah.
Like,
you don't want to be those other guys. You don't want to be the 53.
Yeah. If you don't have a Wikipedia page, like clearly you're not going to be listed as a fatality on Wikipedia.
Yeah. There was one guy. His name was Harry Truman, not the president. Like it made sure to distinct that every time it was mentioned. But he became a folk hero. They called him because he refused to leave his house, saying that he was a part of Mount St. Helens. Like if it was going, he was going too, and he did. He just stayed there and he died. Yeah.
Everybody needs a hill to die on. I respect that. I think it's stupid.
He was very old. He lived a great
but...
life. He lived there for 50 years, dude. He was like, yeah. I mean,
I didn't know he lived a great life. Maybe that's just the misery talking of living on a mountain. And you're like,
I mean, he was shit
I'm gonna let
talking
this mountain
geologists.
fucking kill me. Yeah, I'm gonna let this mountain fucking kill me.
Yeah, there was a lot of shit talking of geologists in his dialogue. Yeah, he was probably not a very happy guy. Yeah,
fuck geologists, dude, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If we're gonna pick on one profession, they seem like the easiest to pick on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, a lot of rocks, a lot of rock talk, whatever.
I don't know.
Anyway, you got a podcast or something?
Yeah.
Here's a good question for the first time I'm asking it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which one of us would you replace Tpapa with?
That's a good question.
And you can consider Jake as well. I know you know him very well.
Are you talking about in the capacity
for the
that
podcast?
he is
For the podcast,
my friend? For the podcast?
Yeah.
Either one of you guys, frankly. Either one of you guys.
Well, you have to pick one. You can't just cop out like that. You got to.
Okay.
Even if it's better of two evils, you got to pick one here. Like it's not.
The better. I've never heard it said like that. I don't think it's said like that. The lesser of two evils.
Well, not for us. We're better. Better is what we do. We use positive words for us.
All right. Yeah,
I'm trying to draw up like a compare and contrast right now about the balance that Tpapa brings to my podcast. And
what does he bring to your podcast, you think? Let's start there.
So shitty takes that make my takes look better.
Smart. Okay.
I could be that for you for sure.
Jimmy's kind of in the lead right now. But also there's kind of like a physical presence and like a whimsy that I think Framed maybe has a little bit better chance of bringing.
Okay.
You know, I've made my decision.
Okay.
And I'm going to be taking Framed.
That's a good choice. I'll say that, because if nothing's going on, he will create something that's going on. I have a lot harder time doing that. Kevin can conjure things in his brain that no one else can. Very unique thing. It's actually why I asked him to do this, because I need that.
Yeah. I haven't even started doing it yet.
Yeah. It hasn't even, we haven't even seen it yet.
If you think about it, Jimmy, you used to have a podcast that you did with Nine Rain. You basically just replaced Nine Rain with Framed.
Pretty much.
You think it was an upgrade?
So far, yeah. It's. I think it's going well.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd say upgrade, but it definitely is a career change sort of feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to say about Nine Rain that you would never say to his face? And I'm not talking positive things. I'm talking negative.
I would say almost anything to Nine Rain's face. I don't think I have any opinion of him that I would not and have not said to his face.
Yeah.
If I could say anything to him, I would tell him to please, for the love of God, stop tweeting anything. Anything, bro. I log on to Twitter, bro. If I see a Nine Rain tweet, I know my day is about to be ruined. I'm like, why in God's name would you tweet this to the public, dude?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Good old Texas boy. Texas boy tweeting.
Texas boy. Dude, he used to have I don't even know if we can do this to him. For the record, I love the guy, but
you have a producer. Tits can timestamp it.
Well, I know. Okay. Well, here's the thing.
Let's see how this goes.
Yeah. We'll see.
Test drive.
Yeah, this is a test drive. He used to, when he was single, post very, very big thirst traps all the time of him working out, and some of them weren't always flattering. There was one of him running in like the middle of what looked to be like, the eye of the storm, like shit's about to get fucked up. And it was like the worst angle of him possible. I was like, Nine Rain, I really like you as a guy, but this is just making me re-question the sort of friends I make in my life. It was a really bad picture. I will try to find it. Find it.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can go back far enough.
Yeah, when you're talking about thirst traps, I started thinking about Tasty, because I've seen some crazy,
you did it all the time. Yeah, true.
I've seen some crazy images.
Thirst trap king, you're right.
Yeah. I've got if there's a good pump in the gym. Speaking of thirst traps, I've got a private thirst trap that Nine Rain sent me one time.
Ooh, all right. Let's reveal it and make it public.
I'm trying to scroll up and find it, because this was such a weird. So me and Nine Rain had just become friends. This is pretty early on, maybe 2022, sometime around there. And we had spent some time just like chatting shit one day. And we were talking about how we both like drinking LaCroix, like a sparkling water, 0 calories, great beverage. And that it was like a short conversation. Anyway, that night, I found it. 2022. That night. Oh my God, this is insane. This message comes in at 4:10 a.m. in the morning. And my phone notification went off and woke me up. And I look over and it's a notification from 9rain on Discord. Oh my God.
On
and
Discord.
It's an image. It's just an image. You know, so I have to open it up and at 4 a.m, I'm half awake. My phone brightness all the way up. I'm being blinded. And as my vision adjusts, I come to a picture of 9rain, almost completely naked, posed in his underwear, holding a LaCroix. And I'm going to send you that picture right now, Jimmy. I'll send it to you too, Framed. I'll send it to you too. All right, Jimmy, there you go. You can get it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And Framed, let me go ahead and send this over to you.
Holy shit.
He took that picture at 4 a.m. and privately sent it to me with no words.
Wow. You think he's into you, like even just like a little bit?
He might be a little bit. And
that's
I
fine.
said,
that's completely fine if he is.
I said, man, it's 4 a.m. Why are you wearing a collar? Because if you look at that picture, he is wearing a collar.
I didn't even notice that.
He's wearing a collar. It is skivvies.
Oh my God.
No way we could post this, though.
No.
Body out. And he says, I'm a LaCroix boy. I'm holding a LaCroix. And I said, good night.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So me and 9rain go way back, dude. We're close.
Yeah. No, I never got one of those.
Yeah. Look, this is the best I can do. I don't have the other one. If it pops up during this, that's fine. We're not posting this one either, but I'll also just post it.
Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah. Dude, here's the thing, bro. Even in my prime, though, I haven't looked like that. So I have no right to talk. Like, he's a good looking dude, and like he's like in good shape or was in good shape. I have nothing I can say to that.
Well, what I will say is that his thirst traps are for the female gaze. It's not for you guys, even though I get a little enjoyment out of it. But these are clearly, this is what the women want to see. And trust me, I would know because I'm a dude.
Yeah, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, dude, he sat there and he like really took the time.
He set up lighting for that.
Do the lighting, yes.
He moved a lamp.
Yes.
And he posed. And he probably took multiple action shots.
Yeah.
To figure out which was the best.
Oh my God. That's it.
Yeah, I sent the running one. Sofa found
the
it.
running one.
Yeah.
That is
very
nice.
Oh my God. That's it. Does that not look like, and he tweeted this. So we're allowed to post this one.
This reminds me of like this. You guys remember when Sater did mushrooms and uploaded a shirtless
that's
selfie
exactly
to
what
Twitter?
this is. Yes.
Yeah. Same energy.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, no, that looks like the hurricane has calmed down for 30 minutes and he's like, I need to go for a run. Like, it just kind of seems like he really needs to run in the middle of that just looks like the world ended 2 days ago and he somehow didn't die.
He looks like he just watched a David Goggins video on YouTube.
Yes.
And he's like, now's my time. Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Also, going back, speaking of your podcast.
That's what we were talking
good transition.
about.
Good one. Yeah.
Dude, there was towards the end of it, when I was on it, this is actually in the Patreon part, which I know you just put up. There was a moment where I think I got so excited and enthusiastic talking about the book question that you asked me that I didn't stop to breathe. And I thought I was about to pass out and faint. So I had to get up and walk away. And there's like a 5-minute gap.
Is that why you walked away?
That's why I walked away. I was like, 1 second. I thought I was about to walk off camera and collapse on my floor.
Oh, that would have been good. You should have done it on camera. That's way more interesting.
That would have been way better. That would have been our Golden Gnome clip.
It would
Absolutely.
have been. And
sure.
I didn't let
Jimmy
it happen. I was like, I can't let this happen. Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. But that's just a little behind the scenes thing for you.
That's happened to me before, if that makes you feel better.
Yeah, I think I just forgot to breathe and then I didn't drink enough water. And that combination is a terrible thing to do.
Yeah, when I was in high school, it was like senior year. I took an Adderall for my Spanish final, and
nice. I took one for this podcast. Go ahead.
Are you prescribed it though?
Yes. I take it every day.
So that does not count. First of all, I'm not prescribed it. I didn't. I wasn't used to it, and I took like a 30 milligram Adderall or something, and I was
that's a lot. Yeah,
zerging out this paragraph, and I was so locked in that I did forget to breathe. And in the middle of this dead silent Spanish final, I just sit up and I'm like. And everybody turns around and looks at me, and I got a 72 on that final.
Shit!
Awesome. That's so cool.
See, that's the type of thing that if like people like you, that's like a very funny memory. But if people don't like you, that's the one that they're sitting there talking about, like the fucking weird kid. You remember when he forgot to breathe in the middle of a test?
Dude, I hope no one says that about me. Dude, that was like a Spanish 9-10. I was the coolest person in that class by far.
Really?
Easily. This class filled with fucking nerds, bro. Guy in that class got a perfect SAT score. You can't tell me I'm not the coolest person.
I'm sure you didn't, but did you want to roundhouse kick him the moment you found out the score?
No, he was actually really sweet. He's a very nice kid named Eric Chi. He got a full ride scholarship to Harvard. Good for him. He never said anything. I've never heard him speak, but he was allegedly a nice kid. Yeah.
Allegedly.
He's in jail. He's in jail now.
Yeah. I never talked to him.
Yeah. A lot of money laundering from him.
Yeah, dude. The smart ones are always involved in the cool crimes.
That is true.
Yeah, that's true.
I've seen a lot of Netflix shows about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of those. Okay, this is actually a good question. I want to ask this. This is about the OSRS Best OSRS Podcast Award, which I think this is the first year they've done that because there wasn't really any podcasts before this. Well, there was, but there
weren't four, and now there's four. So.
There weren't four.
It went from 1 to 4. Yeah,
that's literally it. There's just now 4.
It's basically asking, what do you think that award should be like? For real, because you just say best, and that's just this big term, best. But RuneScape knowledge, entertainment, production quality, or whoever interviewed the best / made the greatest guest appearance, sort of thing.
He automatically wins every category for the record.
Well,
what are you talking about?
This guy? You interviewed? Well, you,
me. Oh, yeah. Okay. Our squares are different on this app because you pointed somewhere random.
I just pointed. I guess I pointed to Jimmy technically,
don't look into that.
Don't look into that. Do not look into the point.
At me.
Yeah, but what should that category be looking at? Like, what should the qualifications for that mean?
Okay, my answer to this is almost kind of a non-answer. I'm trying to be pragmatic about the Golden. You got to be realistic about the Golden Gnomes. It doesn't matter how good you are at anything. The Golden Gnomes is a popularity contest.
Yeah, 100%.
And there is no way you could ever change that because that's how people vote. You want to know how I know that we won the Golden Gnome and you guys didn't? It's not because I think we're a better podcast. We're probably in the bottom half of that podcast category anyway. Like it's you guys and Satyr probably better. That's fine. But when Odablock was filling out his Golden Gnome nominations on stream, he said, "Yeah, I guess I'll do the BeheCast." That's how I know that we won, because 40,000 Odablock viewers just voted for our podcast because they don't think for themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
yeah.
There you go.
Congratulations, by the way.
Congrats on the win.
Yeah,
that's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do us a favor. Mention ours. You don't need to mention the other 2 podcasts. Just mention ours.
Mention ours. Huge inspiration of mine was the Wall Friends podcast. Can't thank them enough.
We started after you.
Look, if you guys or if Satyr win. Honestly, if anybody wins that's not us, I will be very happy, because at the end of the day, the podcast category is probably at least meaningful.
I will say, how do you feel about that though? Because it used to be that Jagex sat there and they organized everything themselves. They were like, these are the most recognized people. It was like a little community led of like, if everyone's talking about this person, like, okay, we're gonna put these people in the thing. But they kind of cycled through who would win every year, so everyone kind of felt like, you know, a part of it, type of thing. You know what I mean? There was no voting or anything. And I don't even think it started happening until maybe like, you know, COVID or something, like 2019.
No voting on Golden Gnomes.
No, it was before that.
But yeah, there used to be no voting. It just used to be that Jagex decided who it was, and they're like, let's just kind of take this off our plate and just kind of give it to them. And it's like people, like you said, they're voting based off of popularity. They're not voting based off of, you know, oh, I think they are so good with production. They always have guests. They always have good topics. It's like none of that. It really is just, well,
no one's going to look at a Golden Gnome and be like, you know, I spend all of my free time watching like this streamer. I think they're so good. However, the production quality of this guy over here is better, so I'm going to vote for him. That doesn't happen. You know, that's just not how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've already like gone over this. Of any category that Settled is in, that's just his award. Like there's no
that's the Settled award category.
I don't think he's going to win this year though, isn't it?
I feel like so?
Mad Season's probably going to win, right? Is he in the same category?
Yes, for the video, for like the best video,
best series is what I'm thinking of. The best video.
Best series.
It's like Mad Season, Alien Food, Settled Sailing thing, and then one other.
Yeah,
I'm still thinking it's Settled.
Yeah, I'd be really surprised, honestly. Yeah. Like,
even
with as much as he can, like, Mad Season can rally, I think when it comes to the general voting of the Golden Gnomes,
when it comes to the Settled awards, Settled normally wins.
Yeah,
that is true. I think there's a solid chance, but I wouldn't discount him. I've got my finger on the pulse of the community, and the people are talking about Mad Season. His video got put up for a Golden Gnome before it got released.
Yes, I know.
Which is crazy.
It was retroactively added, was it not?
No, it was available for YouTube members.
Yes.
So it was technically out for members, and then that's when they put it on the voting, and then it didn't come out until like a week after it was up for the Golden Gnome already.
Yeah, the tall one. Yeah,
I hope Mad Season I hope Mad Season shows up to RuneFest. All right,
does he know he's nominated for a Golden Gnome?
I don't even know if he knows.
I don't know.
How do you stay off the internet that hard?
I've been trying to get him on the podcast, dude. I can't find a way to contact him.
I can hit him up when you want me to. I have him on Discord.
Thanks. Let him know.
I was going when I was doing interviews of the WoW players when they were playing everybody. I got in contact with like everybody, and he was like the last one I was supposed to do. But then I got super sick, and then a month later he got super sick, so that our timing never matched up, and then we both kind of just like forgot about it.
Yeah.
And then people still ask like, when's that happening? I have a contact for him. He's a really nice guy. I take full credit for him existing in OSRS, by the way.
I give you full credit for that.
Because he gave me credit for it first and foremost.
Really?
I'm not just taking it. Yeah, no, he said that he saw my WoW video of me like trying WoW. I think it was like 2023 or something, whenever I made that big one. And he saw that and was like, I want to do that for RuneScape. And so he started doing that for RuneScape kind of like in his own way. He started making like the guideless sort of blind Iron Man sort of thing. I'm going to take credit for it. I'll take the credit that he gave me for it for sure.
That's good.
Yeah. So it's my gnome if he wins. Yeah. No problem.
Yeah. That is your gnome.
Yeah.
Because you're not getting this
cool.
one.
No, that's nice of you to say, dude.
Which is fine. well, realistically speaking, if we won this, if like Wall Friends won, I wouldn't be taking the gnome home. Jake would.
Really?
So, aren't they? Don't they give you like
one though?
Multiple gnomes? They don't give
two
you each
looks better than one.
Well, okay. I'm sitting here with 0 and my fucking finger in my ass.
You were never up for running anyway, dude. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if you got...
He's not even here today, by the way. He didn't even show up to work today, so...
He did not show up to work today, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that being said, look, technically speaking, would I want my first gnome to be in something like this? Maybe not.
Why not?
Well, because I just want but the follow-up question. Would I want a gnome period? Yes. I just want some level of recognition that I'm okay.
That's insane that you have not won a golden gnome. Actually, that's kind of crazy.
I just want, dude, I just want to win once and then never again. But dude, there was like this, there was one year that I was going up against solo mission and like I was doing like a push for it. I think I mentioned it. I made a 2 second channel videos for it. And to be fair, this is when I was just starting up my second channel, so it wasn't like that subscribed to or anything. But like, I was starting up videos on that, and I mentioned it once in like my main channel, and then like he did like a few mentions of it as well. And like I really thought I had a chance, and then like when I realized I didn't win, I was like so like distraught. And the thing is, Solo Mission is a very good content creator; he deserves it. You know, but I was like, I'm never gonna fucking win this thing. And it was like after that, I was like, I'm never gonna try to fucking put myself up for anything again, because like I did like a hard push, and it just, even though it's not the case, I just felt like a fucking douchebag for it. I was like, people don't even like me, man.
Was this this is a voting one? People were voting.
Yeah,
on this?
yeah. Well, this was one of like the COVID ones.
Okay,
Yeah.
So that's probably around the same time that I started even streaming. I'm still shocked you've never won a golden gnome. You've won a golden gnome in my heart, if that makes you feel better. Like you deserve one.
Okay, yeah. Well, if you physically make me one, yeah, that'd be cool. Dude, I will say, EVscape years ago sent me a golden gnome of it was like a gnome flipping me off, to be fair. I have it somewhere in my closet. He sent me that because he's like, you deserve a gnome. So oh my God, he sent you one too? No.
Someone else made me this one.
Yeah. Dude, it was basically like that, though, where he sent that to me. So I was like, you know what? I really appreciate that because I wanted to win. And even if it's a gnome flipping me off, it was a gnome all the same. So EVscape is a legend for that. That was years and years ago, to be fair. But
EVscape famously 7-time golden gnome loser as well.
Really?
Yeah.
7.
I think he has the most nominations. Especially without an actual gnome.
I think I was nominated like twice, like maybe just twice.
Dude, I saw this. I love, first and foremost, I fucking love EVscape. He's one of the funniest people I've ever talked to, and he is so fun to be around. Yes. So fun to be around. I saw this Instagram thing, like Instagram clip of him talking about like this big like conspiracy that like Jagex doesn't like him, and they're not putting him up for gnomes. They're not flying him out. Like they're not doing anything for him.
They're not flying him out?
Well, here's the thing. He said that, and it goes to this whole conspiracy thing. Dude, I'm pretty sure he just didn't fill out the form.
The form that they directly sent all of us, like that one.
I'm pretty sure he just didn't fill that out. That's why he didn't get flown out. Like, if you missed that form deadline, like, they're like, sorry, we can't compensate anything. Like,
but dude, also they have some weird thing going on with Australians when they fly out Australians. They have a partnership with one of the Australian airlines. So I don't think Australians are allowed to like buy their own flights and get reimbursed, which is just what I've been doing.
Yeah.
They have to wait for Jagex to get like the best deal through their partner and buy their flights for them, which is why they sent them out on like the cargo hold. And they got like 4 flights to reach the UK. They got 40 hours in air.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for the Australians.
Yeah, dude, that sucks.
It's their fault for living there, though.
Yeah, to be fair. And
they
it's their fault for their ancestors being illegal Britons.
Speaking of long flights, we're about to go on one, me and Tasty.
That is true. Yeah, dude. We're flying to the UK twice in 1 month. That's exhausting.
I straight up said no to that.
Yeah,
I was like, "There's just no problem."
Appreciate that.
That's for you.
Yeah, appreciate that, dude.
I have a kid now, bro. I can't just be fucking leaving twice within like 2 weeks. And just leaving my wife to like, you got it twice, right?
Sorry about this. I gotta go play RuneScape with some dudes in a warehouse. So I'll be back.
Yeah,
actually, it would cost me even if they flew me out, which they would. It cost me money twice. So it's like, I don't know if I have enough husband points built up Like you got to save it up for some good shit. I'm not saving it up to go cross the pond twice.
Well, you got to stop spending them so irresponsibly, I think. You use them on really dumb things at home, which you shouldn't. You got to save them for the travels.
Inflatable dogs, things like that.
Yeah. Don't do that anymore. But yeah, no, we're about to leave. I think, dude, I'm hosting the event with Soup, and I think I still don't know the teams, like, because they've switched them so many times. But I think you're with Solo Mission and Sardako.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Team Bald / Balding.
I think you guys are the only team without a girl.
I guess Solo Mission is balding, huh?
Yeah, I'm like the closest thing to a girl in the whole.
I think I saw people saying that.
Yeah,
that's sweet,
which was really nice of them.
Yeah,
you've worn a dress before, right?
Many times, yeah.
Yeah, you look good in them.
Thank you.
I won't deny it.
I've never seen it, and I don't plan to, but
I've got nice thighs.
I do feel happy for you.
No, dude, like I know you said you lost like weight because you're really trying to get like shredded. I was like, every time I see this guy, it's like kind of not fair because he's like definitely better looking than me, and he's in way better shape than me, and it's just not fair. And I'm not just trying to suck up to you. I was like, it's so easy to get annoyed when someone's better looking than you. You know what I mean? Keep
glazing. I'm loving this. Yeah, this is great. You're a handsome fella. First of all, you got a wife and a kid, man. What are you comparing yourself to?
Well, I've known her for like 11 years. I've been with her for like 11 years. So at what point is it's like she just feels as though she is already committed? You know what I mean?
I feel like you're getting dangerously close to like Andrew Tate dialogue right now.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, is that real? You're like you're getting to the threshold. You're not over it, but like you're getting close to it.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna back off of that. No, my wife and I have a very good relationship, and we have been best friends for 11 years. That's the reality of it. But nobody wants to just sit here and hear me like, hype up my wife and like talk about how much I love her.
I would like to hear that. I enjoy that content. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of healthy, positive relationship influence and
for real. Okay, well,
yeah. I don't know. What do you think I don't like that?
Yeah, okay, but you're on here. I don't know if anybody wants to just sit here and be like, oh wow, they have a good marriage. I don't think people care about that.
We could sit here and share our favorite thing about our significant others.
Yeah, we could do that. That's not done enough. That's not done enough.
Would that make people feel lonely if they were watching this?
No, I was just going to say that. I don't think it makes people feel lonely because I feel like there's a lot of shit out there that does make people feel lonely already. That's not positive reinforcement that like good relationships are possible.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like there's a lot of that. Yeah. There's a lot of that going around like, oh, dating is impossible. Relationships will never
you gotta find a good
find
person.
someone. Yeah.
Well,
there's a lot of that on the internet.
The core of this problem is the fact that it's all taking place on the internet. A lot of these people's experiences take place solely on the internet. Like I've seen my little cousin get radicalized in real time. He's like a young man, and you go on like TikTok, your algorithm shows you like all this weird, alt-right, toxic, like Andrew Tate stuff. And they've never talked to a girl in real life, and they're like, oh, women are bitches. Like, this is my real life experience now. But they've never actually had a real life experience.
You're right. Yeah. There's a
lot
of
they're actually exceedingly normal people.
You'd be shocked.
You would be shocked.
You would be surprised
how similar the things are when you just talk to a woman.
It's intimidating. I know. It's
still
intimidating.
It's intimidating until you realize it's actually not at all.
Yeah.
You just have to get over that threshold. Because I'll put it like this. When I was dating my first girlfriend, it was like on and off for like a year. I was, like 19 or whatever. Got cheated on a couple times. Okay. And I don't even blame her, to be fair. I was a little bit of like a loser.
You don't blame her?
You probably fucking should, but that's fine.
You should blame her.
Okay.
We'll move on.
I don't hold anything against her. Everything.
I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, there you go. Jimmy holds a lot against her. I got over it. But like during that whole time, I was like, I have to make this work because this is the first and only girl that's ever shown interest in me. I really have to make sure this works because I'm going to marry her. Yeah, but
19.
even though in the back of my head I was like, you don't want to do that. This is not like a wife. But I was like, no other woman's going to ever want to be with me. This is just the first girl that's ever shown me any interest in me. And then you kind of realize after the fact, because like I was, just at that time, I started going to the gym. I went from 160 pounds to 220 over the course of what, like 2 years. Yeah. Now I was like a skinny high schooler into
a little string bean, dude.
Yeah. And then I gained 220 pounds, and then I finally like went on like a cut, and then lost like 15, 20. No, actually I went down to like 190. I lost like 30 pounds. And then women like finally started to notice me, like, because I was like, let me just go on a cut, like after like we broke
nothing
up.
to do with his body. It was all his hair, by the way. We've already been over this. We've already told the story.
Okay.
It's his. He got rid of his bowl cut, and women started talking to him.
I got rid of my bowl cut.
Really?
True. That was another big part of it. To be fair,
I had a bowl cut
for a long time. It was very fugly.
Very nice, yeah.
Very fugly, but
those are cool now, by the way.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck's that about? Like people like it now, bro. Like, come on. You all chose a wrong time. It should have been cool 10 years ago when I was still rocking it.
Yeah.
But, you know, it all comes around, and then like I'm like, oh my God, women are actually like noticing me. Right. And then I made friends with I made like a friend group in college. And when I just talked to them every day, it was like men and women. And that's when I realized I was like, they're just like guys, but, you know, girls. Just, you can just talk to them like they're people.
I was going to try to sell you an alpha male course after this to make a little money, but it sounds like you're not susceptible to that because you have real interactions.
No, it's funny to like if you don't have any real world experience with like talking to women, they're the normal thing. But like kind of like you're saying, it's like people like online build it up to be like this thing of like hating women, like you're saying, but it's like, you know, they're just people, bro.
Yeah, well, if you knew how much money there was in hating women, you'd do it too.
You think?
Maybe.
You would think about it. You would think about it for sure.
I guess it depends on how much money.
Yeah, we won't know until we try. So.
We won't know. Well, I don't think I'm going to try personally.
All right, just double checking.
I mean, if you lose the Golden Gnome again, dude, you're running out of options. You
think that's a straw that breaks the camel's back?
Yeah. There's not much left after that. So anyway.
But yeah, okay. To get back to what you were saying, I love my wife. I have a great relationship. We can all say one nice thing about our partners.
Okay. My favorite thing, if we're keeping it short and concise, the thing I've learned the most from my partner is how to treat other people. Ooh. I think the way that she interacts.
Were you doing that wrong before?
I was just selfish. I still am selfish. Don't get me wrong. I am inherently selfish, and I've accepted that. But the way that you interact with other people, the way you treat other people, I see how everybody reveres her, the kindness that she gives out to everybody, very selfless. I think I've learned a lot from that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Nice, man.
Jimmy, your turn.
Yeah, my wife's up for 2 Golden Gnomes, so pretty fucking cool, I'd say.
That is pretty sweet, dude. Wait, what is she up for?
She literally, she
has her art thing.
She knows how to. She proved to herself that she can like really get after goals. Like she can set a goal and meet all of them. Which it was the first time since we've been together that she's had the chance to do that, like for real. She knew she wanted to start an Etsy shop, and she knew she wanted to start getting into clay, like making clay things. So she started making RuneScape pets, like OSRS pets out of polymer clay, and starting an Etsy shop with that. And now it's converted to her full job, basically. Like she's
really. I didn't know.
I thought we were keeping this short and sweet.
Thing.
I thought I was just going to elaborate.
This is a
How
tangent.
short is that? Was that 30 seconds? Was that 30 seconds too long, you think? Of my complete 30 seconds?
I kept it to 2 basic things that I loved about my wife.
And I was upset when you said that. Yeah. Didn't feel very sincere. Yeah.
Didn't feel why? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do I go again?
I didn't mean to cause a rift between you guys. I'm sorry. We can move on.
No, it's very easy to cause a rift between us.
Yeah.
No,
we've been friends for a long time. I'm sure there's things that we really have to kind of hash out and really kind of attack each other for, and we will do it in front of you.
There's going to be a lot of attacking, so just be aware of that.
Just like my mom and dad, dude, it's giving me PTSD.
It's going to be awesome.
So like because I'm gonna have my redo because you both said very nice things.
Go ahead.
All right, there's a lot of nice things I could say about her, but my favorite thing about my wife is that she is an incredible mother. She has a lot of compassion, not just for our daughter, but for other people. Kind of to, piggyback off of what you were saying, Tasty, is she's also just an incredibly kind person. And she basically, because I was like, when I met her, I was like 20. I was like a boy, and she turned me into a man. She basically taught me how to be a man and what it means to be in a relationship with someone and how to treat someone right.
I'm going to give both you guys brownie points because in both of your answers, well, partially for you, Framed.
All right.
You guys didn't laud things that they do for you. You lauded aspects of their character, which is a green flag. That's brownie points to both you guys.
Okay. Why do I only get
green
half?
flags?
Because you said she turned you into a man. She helped you. Toxic, but
Oh, to be fair, yeah, that's a little toxic then. Yeah. Well, it was more so like the teaching thing of like
you're fine. Yeah. You pass.
Yeah. No, I got like a 70 is what you're saying. That's a passing grade.
That's a passing grade. Yeah.
But I need to study more if I'm going to retake the test.
Her kind aura rubbed off on you.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying.
Kindness aura.
Yeah. It had nothing to do with her helping you. It was just that was a side effect that happened. And it
is. You just kind of have this as like a test.
We are, but we are on you. So I mean,
we're talking about me right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I mean, we can give some to your wife, but like we're on you. So that's important to remember.
Mm-hmm.
You're just dating this girl right now, right? I'm guessing you intend to marry her.
You want to propose right now?
Are you talking to me?
Talking to you.
Okay, because when you look
I'm pointing at my monitor. I'm pointing at my monitor. Don't worry about where I'm pointing. It's irrelevant.
Okay, but I just don't know if you're okay. You're talking to me.
He talks with his hands.
I'm a hand talker.
He's a hand guy.
You just look the opposite direction of me when you are looking at me.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, don't worry about the logistics of.
Yeah, the answer is yeah. Sometime down the road. There's no solid plans, but hopefully, yeah.
All right. So,
do you think you're gonna do like a really cool planned proposal thing? Like you're gonna
God, no.
Okay, nice.
Am I gonna be involved in any way in this proposal?
Yeah, I was. So my idea was
not that I need to be. I just want to know if I am.
I wanted to get like a Shetland pony or a Highland cow and like put the ring on the horn and like have it be a beautiful vista. I can't find one of those. Would you be down to like dress up as a cow or something and just let me put the ring on you? And
what if I knew someone that could? Take it off my nose. Yeah, well that'd be fine. Yeah. What if I knew someone that did have access to one of these animals? Would you still want me to dress up in the costume, or would that?
No, I would. Now that I've thought about it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What if what if we have a fun game where I bring one of these animals and then I dress up as that animal and she gets to pick which one is the real one?
We have to figure out which one is real. Yeah,
yes,
I like
exactly.
that idea. Yeah.
And then if she gets it right, that's when she gets the ring. But if not, you delay it 6 months.
I got a good idea. You could do like a kind of a prank thing where one day, like you show up, it's a normal like date or something, just a nice date night, and you show up and you've got like the bull ring piercing right here, like in your nose, like fully pierced.
Nice.
And she's freaking out, like, what the fuck did you do? And you're like, I just thought I really looked nice with it. I thought you'd like it. And then once she's like crying, like completely
crying,
then I take it out. Then you go, the ring.
Then you go, no, I'm just kidding. This is actually the engagement ring. It's not staying in here. It is fully pierced, but it's not staying here. It's for you.
What do you think? And you put it right to her eye.
Yeah, that's such a good idea.
Puts it through while it's in your nose. That'd be nice, right?
Because I mean, I've seen all these like proposal videos, and like the girl they always cry after that. So if I make her cry before, we just get out of the way.
Then it's a happy thing.
Yeah. She's already crying, so there's
sense of relief. Yeah. Because that's what you want to do. You want to exploit their emotions. You just really,
And so you guys are both married.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that fine?
Can't believe you guys were able to. That's great. Happy for you. Yeah.
What, dude? Something wrong?
No. Just the ideas that are flowing out of you guys.
Okay. To be fair, you only get to propose once, and maybe like we had some cool ideas after the fact.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to set you up for success.
How did you propose to Blutton?
I said, "Do you want to get married?" She's like,
"That's the most Jimmy proposal I think I've."
Yeah, I do. and then we did.
There was no wedding, by the way. I'm still.
Yeah, we didn't have a wedding. Yeah. We're like, we'll do it.
Oh,
one
you
day.
didn't tell Kevin? Because I went to Jimmy's wedding. Did you not invite Kevin?
No.
Okay. To be fair,
that's a little.
To be fair,
wanted.
Jimmy told me I'm gonna have a fake wedding, and I'm throwing this for Tasty because he is very sensitive about this sort of thing. So just go along with it. You'll forget all about it in 5 years. You clearly
Jimmy,
didn't.
I'm super glad you went with our plan to fake that whole fake wedding for me, so Kevin wouldn't feel bad that there actually was a real wedding. So I'm glad. We went
genuinely, though, it was so nice of you to fake the fake plan, bro.
I can keep going, dude.
This is really nice. Yeah. Yeah. No,
it's gonna go over my head at this point. So
I'm really lost where we are.
Yeah.
We're on your podcast thing. Oh, no, we're on LANscape, actually, is where we are.
Yeah.
Go
watch it whenever it happens.
Hey, what are we doing for LANscape? I don't know. They haven't told us anything.
That's very Jagex of them. They won't until you show up at the day of. So like, this is what you're going to be doing. And some guy's going to be walking around with headphones, and he'll orchestrate the whole thing.
No, I think we actually have a call tomorrow to go over a little bit more about what we're doing. Less than a week from flying out there. Yeah.
Well, that doesn't really help my case.
We have been planning it. We've been planning it for a long time, but when it comes to the actual like production of it, we're still figuring it out because we are in a different country and it's hard to do that. It was supposed to be in the US, by the way. I want to make that clear.
Yes. Why was it not just because visa?
I don't know why.
Tough for Jagex to organize.
Yeah. I think there wasn't enough US people that said yes to it. Kevin, by the way, what's going on, man?
You're welcome.
Did not say yes. Like it wasn't just Kevin. It was actually a pretty large pool of people that didn't say yes to it.
Who said no? Can you name and shame?
No, I can't actually. Kevin. Other than Kevin, because
he said so.
We can do that. Yeah. I just think that it made more sense to them from a logistics standpoint to have it where they are instead of all the way over here where they're flying out most people from Europe.
I said no when it was already over there. So it wasn't like it's going to be a US based thing. Because if it was US, that's like an hour flight.
Well, are you sure?
Depending on where it is. Yeah.
No, like, are you sure that you said no when it was in the UK? Because
yes.
All right. I don't care that much about it, but that's fine. Anyway,
you were told something else.
I think, I think it's definitely gonna be fun. I think there's a lot of fun stuff planned out we can't really talk about, but I'm just excited. I'm just always excited to see people. Like I love seeing the RuneScape people because it happens like twice a year if we're lucky, and so there's not gonna be everyone there. It's a small I think there's 12 contestants and then me and Soup, but like, it's just fun being in a RuneScape environment in real life. I think a lot of people are giving them flack for it. Like a lot of people are like, I'm tired of all these like creator events. It's like, well, no, you're not. First and foremost, it doesn't really affect you.
Are you listening to Twitter comments again, Jimmy? That's your first mistake.
Oh, I'm not listening to them. I observe them, but no, I don't listen to them. I do acknowledge what they say. I don't ever agree with it most of the time, but I do see it. I like to stay in the loop, but especially about an event that my name is plastered on top of. I gotta look at that a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think this is like the coolest shit that Jagex can do is like make creator events and promote as many of creator events as they can, because it's like this is such a big part of people's lives, dude. Like, yeah, they're gonna do creator events. What do you mean?
Okay, my curiosity is, if it's not a creator event, what do they want? Do they want to like have 50 random RuneScape players flown out? Like, is that the alternative?
What I was
like,
thinking too.
What do people want?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Or is it just not? Was it not constructive criticism and it was just complaining? That's
usually what it is. Is just complaining. Yeah, there's not really a. Don't do this. Like, do my idea that I have here that I'm giving to you. That it's mostly just don't do this because I don't like it in this moment that I'll forget about in 30 seconds. Yeah, that's normally what Twitter is. But I think it's going to be fun.
I'm stoked. I'm super
I think it'll be a good time. We've got some good stuff planned. I think it definitely I can't talk too much about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck this up.
Speaking of topic number 4, Bronze Man filling the poll.
Oh wait, hold on. Wait 1 second. I'll be right back. Don't start this conversation without me because this is very important that I talk about this.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go pee then if you're leaving.
All right, I'm just gonna stay here.
What were you saying about Bronze Man?
Bronze Man failed the poll. First and foremost, by the way, I was so happy when I saw Tasty talking positively about it and being like, it's just for fun.
I feel like I'm the only fan of Bronze Man out there.
I was like, because ultimately, my opinion, I think I wouldn't even make one for the record. Even though, despite the fact I did before. Aren't
you in one right now?
Yes, I wouldn't make an official one, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, like maybe if there was like the unofficial PK one, I would have. I guess we could talk about it like a little bit, but like, I understand why people are saying no for the record, but like the whole argument that like, I think people would just enjoy it. Really, I think it's just like a fun, simple idea, and a lot of people, I think, kind of thought it would be that. Like how Bronze Man is of like PvP. I think everyone kind of thought, well, you could unlock every single item through PvP. That's stupid. What's the point? Let's vote no to that. Yeah, I think that did make up at least like a decent chunk, because it's like, you remember Bronze Man, you're not going to be looking too deep into it. You're like, oh, I've seen Bronze Man on YouTube. They just PK stuff. Can't you just get it from your other account? So I see the argument and why you would want to vote no for that alone. But seeing someone, at least one person, and it was the video did well too. One person backing it up. I was like, Tasty's my fucking goat for that.
Yeah, I think a lot of creators liked Bronze Man. I think there was some valid arguments against it, at least the way that Jagex proposed it.
Yeah.
Because it was very non-specific, and everybody had all these different ideas of what Bronze Man should be, and then Jagex clarified none of that. And I understand why, and I also I understand why Bronze Man Unbound didn't pass the poll. If I'm being totally honest, Unbound is really like kind of content creator mode, and
it is.
I understand why people don't like that, but I don't
think that would ever pass.
Yeah, no, I also feel like, I guess I'm biased in the fact that I'm a creator, but I'm not a creator who would ever make an Unbound Bronze Man. I don't PvP. I don't care about
funny enough,
PvP.
neither would I, bro. Neither would I. But like it's like fun.
There's a lot of value in, I think, giving creators more routes to make content for the community, because people love consuming RuneScape content. I think it's healthy for the longevity of the game, but it's also, I don't know. It's not a serious game mode at all. Like if you're competing for high scores on Unbound Bronze Man, like you're a fucking dweeb, bro. Like you're
a complete fucking dork. Yeah, like they shouldn't have had any high scores for that. They shouldn't have had it. That should have been like Group Iron Man or Green Helm Group Iron Man. Like that is like currently like the lowest tier. No one takes them seriously. They still have fun. Who cares? Whatever, but they would have the right to piss on Unbound Bronze Man. Yeah, like everyone would be pissing on it, and that'd be fine.
Of the totem pole.
Yeah, everyone would be allowed to piss on it, and that would be fine. And I don't even I think Bronze Man should be in the game, because I think there is value in having something like that for people, and I think it would just be fun. But funny enough, that's just not even the hill I'm dying on. If it doesn't get in the game, I'm like, well, that was a little stupid. I think it should be in there, but that's fine.
Yeah,
that's like really my whole opinion on it.
So this is my next video.
Oh,
really?
I'm doing an entire video essay on this, and I have talked about all of this shit. And essentially, the conclusion I came up with, like a roundabout way, is this: like you said, the high score part, the competitive aspect of Bronze Man is non-existent. Whether you're doing Unbound or not, Solo Mission was showing on his second channel the way that you can literally make unlimited money. Even if you're not allowed to transfer coins directly, if you unlock an item that you're suddenly able to sell on the Grand Exchange, you can infinitely set the prices with an untraded item to constantly give yourself like millions within 10 minutes. Like you can set that up. So it's just giving yourself money over and over. So there's that whole aspect of it. No matter what you do, there's going to be holes in it for a competitive high scores aspect that makes it uneven playing field all around. But I think that what they really missed here is they targeted just Iron Men becoming bronze men or creating a new account to become a bronze man. But one of the biggest fucking accounts for a bronze man is 9rain's Iron Man. It's not, it's the other way around. It's a main account becoming an Iron, which in this case would be a bronze man. So I came up with this scenario because they talked, well, they barely talked about it of like, okay, if you're an Iron Man becoming a bronze man, if you don't have that item, you need to reobtain it, even if it's in your collection log to unlock it. But in my head, I'm like, if you're becoming a bronze man, why not make it a challenge to the point where if you don't have it collected in your collection, or I mean, fucking wipe the collection log. And if you don't have it at all, which is none of it, you have to go get it again to wear it. So if you can't just become a bronze man and wear your Bandos tassets and Bandos chestplate, you have to go get it as a collection log again to unlock it. So that way, whether you're an Iron Man or you're a main account and you go to the fucking bronze man tutor and become a bronze man, you're on the same exact square. Like
so you're talking about turning your main into a bronze man type of thing.
Yes.
Well, is that what was Solo Mission's point in his video then? That's what people could do, or that like
no, he didn't talk about that. No, he didn't talk about that at all. I haven't seen anyone talk about this really, other than just mentioning. Yeah, this is a completely different like mark that they missed, but the fact that they narrowed this down to Iron Man becoming bronze man or making a new account to become a bronze man, which I don't think people are really going to give a shit about making a new account. So, and I don't think also the angle of like, oh, this is a cash grab. I don't think it's a fucking cash grab. There's like 100 other things.
It's clearly not a cash grab.
There's 100 other things that they could have done to be a cash grab for $15 more from players if they wanted to do that. Which funny enough is like the hardcore main account, like worlds only, which I think is a really cool idea, but that is so much more obviously
going to happen eventually.
I think so too, but that is so much more of like an angle that you could take for cash grab than it is for fucking bronze man mode. I'm like, every time I see cash grab,
I wouldn't have made a bronze man, but I would have absolutely made a hardcore main.
Dude. People would have been all over that.
Yeah,
servers like hardcore WoW, dude, like hardcore WoW, you have to be a hardcore account in order to play on those servers. That would be so fucking cool. Being a main account with your own GE, your own economy.
Yeah,
but
it's like fresh start. They've done this with freaking fresh start before, so it would not be hard.
I don't even know if it would be long term like really nice for that, but like even if they did something temporary for it too, like a competitive like year-long thing, who knows? Sky's the limit for it, whatever. Not the point. But I don't think it was a cash grab. I think that if they were serious about this, I think that they wouldn't have made it a game mode that you choose from Tutorial Island. I think if they made it this like challenge that you can go and do that doesn't have a symbol next to your name, it doesn't have a high scores, but you just go do it for something for your own self accomplishment and your own sense of achievement.
People need the helmet though. They need the helmet in the
They can
chat.
have that. They can have that.
They do need a helmet, I think.
I do think they should be able to toggle it.
Knowing that I'm different even by a little symbol in my chat box, I think is everything for people. I really do think it's like a large majority. But
yeah,
sorry to cut you off.
Too. And I did bring this up too, because there's the sense of community as well with like, you know, being a bronze man and seeing another bronze man. But my point was, you know, it'll be nice for bronze men walking down the road, seeing another bronze man symbol, and then continuing to not say anything because they don't fucking talk to people anyway.
Escape tradition.
Sure, yeah, if you want the sense of community and like the status, but also it like you said, it's gonna be a green helm situation. People are gonna be like, oh yeah, fucking Iron Man too hard for you, buddy. Yeah, is that? yeah. Literally, it's not even a high scores thing. Yeah, it's not a high scores thing. So it's like I feel like anyone who's going to flaunt or show status, they're not choosing bronze man, dude. It is the last mode they're looking at. I don't think it matters at all. So I truly don't think it needs an official like selection in the Tutorial Island game mode thing. I don't think it needs to separate itself like that, but I think it can exist in the game officially as a standalone challenge you can do.
For the record, you could have also, instead of, you could keep the screen the same of, do you want to be an Iron Man? Do you want to be a bronze man? or do you want to be a whatever? And then you could be like, well, is there any other game modes? And you could be like, you can go down there to be a fucking groupie, or you can go over there to poop land and be a bronze man. And like you could have like different sections on like Tutorial Island, and it doesn't clog like that initial thing too. I will say a lot of like the reasoning for why people voted no, I feel like wasn't strong. I feel like there was like definitely strong points of that, like, you know, someone like Solo Mission would have made, but like a lot of the arguments I see get broken down is like it'd be a waste of dev time, which is in this case stupid because it was already
that's true.
It's already like made.
Yeah, it's already made, which is dumb. They said they would need to, you know, think about how to balance bronze men in the future type of thing. It's like, well, sure, but like not really. I don't agree
with that argument.
Yeah,
anyway,
it's
the
Iron
balancing
Man
would be the same for Iron Man.
Yeah,
really.
it's the same balancing. I don't know. It's like one of those like non-arguments. I think the best argument that I've seen is I don't like it and I don't want it in the game. I think that's the most valid thing you could say. That's people are just saying I don't want it, and that's fine. That you don't need to have like paper thin reasoning, because I think like, you know, when someone actually has a strong argument, is like Solo Mission again. I think is like the one with the strongest argument of why he didn't want it, and like and I think there was also, he said something about like fatigue of too many game modes as well.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad argument.
I don't necessarily, you know, agree with that argument, because I think new game modes are going to come into the game no matter what. But
we haven't had a new one in 5 years, by the way.
Yeah.
Just want to point that
What's
out.
the last one we had? Group
Iron Man. Group Iron Man.
I think
which was
bronze,
2021. It's 2021.
I think it's a shame that Bronze Man isn't in the game, because I think it is just a fun thing for people to do, and a lot of people would enjoy it. But that is not the hill I'm dying on, of being like, you guys fucked up by not having it in the game. Like I just think people would have a fun time with it. I don't think it's that deep.
Well, I talked about how they completely ignored the PvP debuff on any idea that mentions PvP. And anytime they need to say something in a blog that mentions something to do with PvP, even if it's just LMS game mode, they need to have it in the most perfect presentation they can. And this one they threw in with fucking dog and crab quest.
Yes,
like,
dude.
What are they doing?
Crab
dude?
wasn't there at first.
Oh, did they add that after they edited?
They added. They're like, by the way, we're getting rid of Unbound and we're adding a crab quest. Look at that.
Yeah. It was like, sorry, here's a little bonus gift. It is very poetic. Yeah. No, they did not acknowledge the debuff. I found this spreadsheet. I don't want to go through it today because it would take forever, but I found a spreadsheet of every single poll that's failed in old school. And every time
you did that. You actually did that?
Every time you see PvP questions, if there's like 14 questions, like 12 of them failed. Like every single time. It is so rare for PvP ideas to go through. And they even have a section on there that if it was repolled, whether it passed, and most of them did not pass after it was repolled with the adjustments. So it's like there's a crazy fucking debuff.
I feel like if they just presented Bronze Man without Unbound, I actually think it would have passed. Like, it's on blog, no Unbound.
I think they should have did that, and then they should have been like, by the way, now that it passed, we're not trying to sneak anything by you, but here's Unbound. So it has no high scores, has no nothing. It's just a for fun thing. You can do it, but this is separate from the other thing. I think they should have just kind of did it like that. But now Bronze Man is sitting there on the freaking respirator because of Unbound, basically.
Yeah. Do you want to see what it looked like when people were reading the blog?
Yeah,
absolutely.
They go, okay, there's looking at a game jam thing here. Oh, Bronze Man mode. I've heard of that. That seems nice. Yeah, you can become one if you're an Iron Man. Unbound? And everyone fucking looked way closer than they ever would have because they saw PvP mentioned.
Yeah,
that's exactly what Tasty was saying, is that they mentioned PvP and suddenly everyone was looking 4 times closer at this thing and the other mode than they ever would have. They would have literally just never really thought about it. And that's what Jagex thought. Clearly, they thought this was just like hey guys, you want to do this? That's fine, right? Also, here's Dog Quest. Like they did not.
There's 4 questions for Dog Quest.
Yeah.
There was 4 fucking
was 4.
questions.
And 1 question for 2 separate entire game modes.
Yeah, like that was fucking. It was just so stupid and not well thought out. And I think they know that at this point too. So it's kind of beating off a dead horse, whatever the saying is. But
well, it's also like, dude, last time that tutorial island game mode list was tampered with, there were hundreds of thousands of dollars into the marketing for it. And I'm not saying they needed to do that for Bronze Man. I'm just saying the last time that list had changes made to it, every fucking giant internet name they could get was trying Group Iron Man out and being a part of this whole thing that came out. Like that was the last thing we remember about a new game mode coming in. And Bronze Man was just slipped in as like this free $0 into it, just like, you could do this now. It's not as important as the other ones. They called it Diet Iron Man.
That was
not a strong marketing campaign.
No, not a strong marketing campaign.
It was also random, for the record, that they just kind of dropped that.
Yeah,
like it was like a random
They also, because they released that like survey about different game modes, and they proposed Bronze Man along with like Cardcore, which is such a stupid flavor of the month game mode that has no real longevity.
My man, thank you. That's kind of what I feel about it.
They immediately delegitimized it by showcasing it next to stuff like that, and it's, you know, I think they messed up every single part of the introduction for Bronze Man.
Yeah.
Dude, they kind of just seem to not really think about how they're going to present shit. And kind of like Jimmy was like pointing out, they don't have to think about how they're presenting shit for like most things. Because people are like, oh, new island, and I get to vote. Okay. Like, I like this one. I don't like this one, whatever. They're not sitting there thinking deeply about it, but like anything that like PvP gets mentioned, it's like it has to be written like a dissertation with every single negative thought about and addressed. Whereas like for other freaking things, they don't address any negatives of like Wormscraig or whatever. Well, actually, I don't even know if there's like any negatives.
Wormscraig's pretty good, actually.
Wormscraig's actually pretty good. I'm pretty excited to go there myself in my hardcore. But like for the vampire quest, that shit fucking ruled. But like the Maggot King, bro, it was horribly fucking done. Like the first like week, and like the rebalancing of like the loot table and everything. And it's like, I get their reasoning for it, and maybe this isn't even that great of an example overall, but they want to like undertune shit, and then they can kind of overtune it because they don't want to, add something and then nerf it. Yeah,
methodology.
And so like, I understand that, but like they're not sitting there and like thinking deeply about that shit, because it's like in a way they kind of don't have to in their minds. You know what I mean? Like it's like the leech fin thing was like stupid. But like look how many times that like they tried to like get that in the game, and if they would have just explained it up front, maybe it would have had a better chance of getting into the game. But there was already like a negative flavor in people's mouths about it, because it's like they just don't explain anything well, and most of the time like they can just get away with it. But every now and then something gets scrutinized. 99% of the time it's PvP. The other 1% is a sandwich, but. No, I feel like they just don't think about it,
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
I'm the only guy in here that cares, though. Let's be real. Nobody else really cares. But
for PvP,
for PvP,
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I've very much enjoyed the PVM side of the game, because the PvP side of the game has kind of been killed by them.
Yeah,
I
can get
PvP
into that
to be good, but
yeah.
I honestly I don't see a future where it is. Is that doomer of me to say?
No, yeah, I kind of agree. Maybe they could do something. They just needed to ban people that were ragging and like harassing people, because like those people just made people quit, and then maybe they go back 3 months later, and those same morons that are there ragging and like ruining your time. It's like, if people are just dedicated to let's say you wanted to go to Chambers of Zarek, and you had a guy actively trolling you the entire time and making it so you can't even go into the boss room because he's just doing some mechanic on you. He's calling you like a fat loser the entire time. And then you're like, well, okay, maybe I go to TOB. There's that same guy, fat loser, and you're ugly. It's basically all it is.
Yeah.
It's just harassing people and not allowing them to do it. So You do that for years.
Why do you think the PvP community is like that, though?
Because they're losers. I don't know what you want. That's just the truth. I'm a little bit of a loser.
I don't know what I want either. I just wanted to know because it feels like obviously there's elitism in PVM and like you can get people that will do stuff like that, but it does feel way more prevalent in PvP.
Yeah, no, and the problem is it needed to be nipped in the bud like very early on, and that's what was said by so many people, like ban the people that are harassing other people, and nothing was done about it for years and years and years and years, and then they finally made it a bannable offense to rag, and then they finally made it a bannable offense in Bounty Hunter to boost. It's like you guys just had to have the balls in the first place, or just not be lazy about it to just moderate these things just for like a day, like one day a week, a random day, go for like 30 minutes and look around, and they will not be hiding from you. It'll be very obvious where these people harassing people are. You permanently ban them, and then they come back in new accounts, and you permanently ban them again. You only have to do it once a week. Even if it was like once every 2 weeks, it would not have been a big thing. But like nobody in the office gave a fuck enough about it, and like it doesn't matter how many times we cried. They're babies. Let's go make poop potions for Iron Men.
I think the ragging stuff is definitely a part of it, but I honestly think it comes down to the barrier to entry when it comes to PvP. Because when you taught me how to PvP, Kev, it was like you taught me at first on a pure account, right? Like you, like I remember you had this guide for everybody to follow to create this exact pure account, and it was as simple as. It was awesome. It was simple as you start with the throwing knives, you switch to a crossbow, wait for the XP drop, and if it's a nice XP drop, you switch to the Gmaul and double spec, and that was it. That was your entire fucking thing.
And simple.
And it was amazing. Yeah. And that doesn't exist anymore. Like you can't find it. And even when it did exist in like 2020, 2021, when I was doing it, it's like you were only getting those fights like 30% of the time. The other one, you're just trying to survive some douchebag rushing you. Like that was the whole thing.
That was PvP Worlds, to be fair. And that's when Bounty Hunter wasn't a thing.
That's
and
true.
It was a huge thing in Bounty Hunter, but they removed it because the guy doesn't even work there anymore. Mod Gambit came along and was like, we're going to make Bounty Hunter better. And I was like, I don't think anyone's asking for that. And it's like, we're going to do it anyway. And Pure Spam and I were like, okay, well, here, we'll sit here and help you. Here's like a design doc of where we think you could go, right with some things. Here's feedback on the other stuff. He looked at it, he's like, no, we're not going to do any of this. And then they just shipped it. And we're like, dude, it's going to kill the game mode. And he's like, no, it's fine. Yeah, killed the game mode. They removed it for fucking, they removed it, re-added it, removed it. Shit was gone. And then like years and years later, they're finally like, all right, well, like, our ugly stepchild PvP bounty hunter has been dying of thirst for 6 years. How about we do something about that? And they're like, all right, give it one more year, and then we got it. And then 2023, we got it. We got bounty hunter, and it's all right, but there's still a lot of problems there, and nothing is done about it.
I think it was too late too. I think it was too little, too late.
Yeah, it's too, dude. That's all it is. Too little, too late, and
it
it's
was
like
neglected for so long. The hole is so deep; it's hard to climb out of it. Like it's tough, and it's also like because it took so long, the people who stayed PKing and PvPing, they just kept getting better. They kept doing it and getting better. So then when you try and go, like when you taught me how to do it on a main account, how to, PK on a main account, there was a lot more mechanics to stay mindful of. Yeah. And a lot of, and people aren't going to create pure accounts to go and try and like learn how to PK. They're going to do LMS, which is just a cesspool of fucked up problems to begin with. And then they never go and PK.
Burf is
real.
A demon there though, bro. I'll say that. You get some real demons every now and then.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's awesome.
But yeah, whatever, it's whatever, man. I mean, the biggest problem of it is just moderation. You need like something like that, like a competitive thing, just needs to be moderated. And if you're unwilling to do it, it's gonna die. And then if you're gonna fucking 7 years later try to be like, well, what can we do to fix it? Go back in time and fix it. That's all you can do. Like, I hope, I'm kind of doomer about it too. I would love to see it thrive because it's just fun. Just like Bronze Man mode, it's just fun. But like once people like actually go there, kind of like you're saying, Tasty of like with Bronze Man, the idea of it's fun. Once you like try something and you're like, oh, this is like a little fun, you realize that it's like just, what was I bitching about for all those years? Why was I being so negative about like something like Bronze Man? Or why was I being so like negative about like PvP? Or why was I being so negative about, blah, blah, blah? Like, it's meant for fun. It's a game just meant for fun. People do realize eventually that PvP is fun, but I think people realize kind of like too little too late. Like, I think everyone thinks that everyone is like incredible at PvP, kind of like you're saying. Most people in the wilderness fucking suck, and that's fine. I'm one of them, but like most people in the wilderness are not that good, and they're not risking that much, and they're just there to have fun, and like make a little bit of GP. I think that's like the reality of it, but I don't want to take up more fucking time with PvP because I talk about it too much.
The PvP guy talks about PvP. What do you
I try not to talk about it too much, bro. I try not to talk about it too much. But the only reason I brought it up is because of Bronze Man Unleashed anyway. Let's be real. Yeah, but that shithole is never coming into the game, so let's talk about something else.
No, it's not.
For 5 minutes before Tasty has to go.
Yeah,
or for 1 minute.
You guys have 2.5 minutes. I have to meet up with Mod Reach because I have to give them my Golden Gnome acceptance speech.
Oh, perfect. That's fine.
Yeah. Did they make you guys do that, or is that?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Jim, you're nominated in music or whatever, right?
No, I didn't make a song this year until like last week. Are you
nominated for anything?
No,
you
just
got
this.
something.
Just this?
Just this. Yeah.
I thought you were in something else.
No. I mean,
I thought so too.
I've been.
Yeah.
I was like, the last half year has been spent pretty dormant, moving. So I feel like I've done nothing of great spectacle in a while.
Yeah.
But
Fair.
I think by release reboot resuming will
that'll get you next year.
Well, yeah, I have some fun stuff planned for it. So I think
you guys are really burning your 2.5 minutes, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tasty. If you had to say one thing to an audience of 15 million people, because that's what I'm expecting on this podcast. This is a specific
15
episode.
million views. I better get some
million
people.
More, yeah, maybe more. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not willing to give you a cent on any of it.
What was your question?
What about
there?
2 cents? Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Go. Give me your question. Right.
Well, what would you have to say to the 15 million people watching you that you think needs to be heard? Is there anything that you think needs to be heard that people don't hear enough?
I would spend more of your time instead of bringing negative energy into this world, leaving mean comments on Twitter about Jimmy's LANscape event, and as such, is to instead trying to spend your active time, making the world a better place, making yourself happier, find things that fulfill you as a person, and also, we should delete coin pouches from thieving.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's
never stopped a bot. It has never stopped a bot even once. Yeah.
No, it hasn't. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
you know what, Tasty? Thanks for coming on. And
thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah, man.
If this doesn't go well,
we're not paywalling this either. You can learn something from us. This is not
we're uploading your Patreon episode literally on tomorrow. So technically,
it's already been uploaded, but it's fine.
But that was on Spotify. We're putting on YouTube.
No, it's been on YouTube as well, but.
Okay, well, I didn't know that, so that's not my fault.
Yeah, it shows how much you care about your podcast. It's going to win a Golden Gnome, whatever, dude. Thank you so much for coming on, though.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate that. Yeah, dude.
It was a pleasure, lads. I had a great time. I hope you did as well.
Yeah,
all right, man.
Well, I didn't, but we'll see you later.
That's okay. Yeah,
we'll see you later, dude. Just get out of here. Just leave.